They just stare at me. Once in a while I get a little middle finger out of love, and then they stare at me again. It's all good. So how was your self-massage? Yeah.
It's not as good as that.
Not as good as Vanessa's. Well, I mean.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I felt so tired I couldn't put my hands up.
It doesn't help that I sang to you for a half hour during a session. Carrie got up from the table, was like this. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm like, oh, hello. What are you, who's talking to me? Me. I'm talking to myself. Anyway.
I discovered that, and I don't know why I didn't pick up on this sooner, because it's just kind of dumb of me, but when you got to the throat chakra, I was like, well, that's why my throat hurts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because
the last 2 weeks of hell, that's why my throat hurts.
Yeah, that's why your throat hurts. Yeah, there you go.
Aside from the obvious, I'm overusing it in the wrong way. Aside from that, like, let's put that aside. But, like, I'm certainly not being heard. And I that came out in full force during the meditation.
Okay, so there you go. So it's not, I said before I had no idea what meditation we were going to do. That's why those things come through. So I wasn't planning on doing like a, touchy massage thing, but it just happened. And, and I think what's funny is like, that's why things get channeled, right? So that you can realize like, oh, it's my throat. That's what's going on. I haven't.
I was like, ow, why does that hurt?
Why does that hurt? Oh, I actually haven't contacted or touched my head or my neck in like a nice way in a really long time. And then you start thinking about, well, what else haven't I been doing that that needed to be done? Like, oh, I haven't really.
Yeah, my neck too. I was like, ow, that hurts too. What?
Yeah. So.
I was like, wow, I can do this every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. It would be a good practice to do in the shower too, right? Maybe pairing a good experience, something like that, right? So, I don't remember what teacher it was. I can't think of it right now, but, when I learned Tai Chi and Qigong, so basically in my yoga classes, Renee can attest to this, I would always put some Tai Chi or Qigong in like my yoga classes, which was probably like confusing for people at first. What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
In circle too.
Oh yeah, in circle too. I mean, basically,
circle.
And when I teach Reiki class, harmonizing the 5 elements is always part of my teachings, and part of that is because it's like a moving meditation, but also I do a lot of tapping and things like that, like this is all Qigong type of stuff and going down the channels and stuff, and it has a lot to do with, I am very aware of touch, using touch to heal. I'm very aware of that, but not everybody is oriented like that, so that type of stuff really starts to bring people back into their bodies and like connecting and realizing like, oh, it's not just about being active, it's actually about like, touching all these little things that, your whole body is so complex. Like, it's amazing, it's so complex. And when you actually use your little fingertips to sense something, it's powerful. At least that's my thought. So anyway, I'm glad your mystery has been solved, Kristen. Get some blue in there and do throat chakra meditation and send some blessings to him so he can open his and calm down.
Well, and that's just it. I've been wearing blue like every day.
Oh,
and
so you were doing it.
Not even by accident. Like,
yeah.
Well,
not
it's
on
kind
purpose.
of by accident, but it's the first thing I gravitate towards. I'm like, where's the blue shirt that I wanted? Where's that? Where are the blue pants?
I'm wearing everything blue. Why am I dressed like a blueberry today? I had no plans of doing this.
I currently have on blue pants and a turquoise shirt. So
that's perfect.
I have blue pants on too.
That's great. I have blue flannels on. Don't let the top fool you. yeah, all business, or not really business, but business-ish, and then I'm pajama bottoms. Totally. That's just what it is.
And I've been in them all day.
Uh-huh.
I went to church
Yeah, so I've also brought back...
I didn't go to church, I went to my office.
I went to my office to go to church. I've also brought back leg warmers. I'm just letting everybody know. This is a public service announcement. If you're a dancer and you have old leg warmers, it's time to bring them out, baby. Because let me tell you how great my calves felt all day when I was treating. I was like, oh, my legs feel great.
Over, right?
What'd you say?
Who said that to me? When you were over for the fire pit?
I said something about leg warmers, probably. Probably. Yeah, because
okay. I'm like, hey.
I'm all about them. I'm all about them. So I'm like, if anybody wants leg warmers as a gift, you let me know, because I'm going to get them. Everybody gets leg warmers.
Well, you know what else I let go of? You know, changing the subject rapidly into
That's okay. Backtrack.
I decided this year I'm not putting my tree up.
No? Okay.
It's a lot of work. I have to go to someone else's house to get it, and it requires them to get it down. Then I have to get it in my... I was like, you know what? Do I need to do it this year? Just to take it down again and bring it back? Normally I like that, and I'm okay with the plan. But, you know,
but not right now.
You know, Jenny's husband to go up into the attic, and then we have to do the transfer, wearing a mask. I got to carry the damn thing in. I was like, you know what? Maybe this is not the year to stress myself.
Maybe you just need a Hanukkah bush.
Typical Charlie Brown tree.
No, I'll put up my nativity. That's what'll make me really happy. My brother built me a nice manger to go with it.
Oh, that's
last year, and I've
the
never
fancy
gotten to use
manger.
It.
Yeah.
So that's actually in the house. I'll put that up. I have my German ceramic trees that I grew up with. I have those, and that'll be fine. I'm already cool with it.
That's good. I feel that.
Already cool with it.
Feel it. I'm feeling it. Yeah. Feeling it. Renee, you didn't get to tell us at the beginning. What are you going to... Heidi's back. Hi, Heidi. What are you going to, let kind of go of this year instead of stressing over it?
Just expectations of, like, where I'm supposed to be. And try, at least.
Yeah.
Where I expect to be.
Yeah, Renee and her mommy are usually on my Christmas Eve list, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe it will be snowing. We'll make an igloo. Keep half of it open. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's okay. It sounded good for a hot second.
Half an igloo.
Half of an igloo, which is like basically an ice fort of some sort. I'll make a lean-to. You want to go on a lean-to? That's pretty open. We could do that.
What?
We'll get a lean-to. You know, go camping. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. So for Thanksgiving, my mom bakes a lot, but I usually help with stuff, and I'm probably gonna help cook overall. But I'm going to let go of worrying if I have like all the foods, like, because we usually have like a list of everything. So I'm just gonna let go of that. So she's gonna name what she wants, and I'm gonna say, okay. We go, okay. She'll be like, we need this too. I'll be like, no, we don't. Okay. I'm like, I don't even care if I make homemade cranberry sauce, which I always like demand. I don't care. I'm like, I'm fine with the gelatinous junk that we get with the high fructose corn syrup, which I never want. But this year, I might just have it and like eat the whole can. I don't care.
And that's the one thing that I told my mother. I don't care if we buy everything in store pre-made.
Yeah.
But your cranberry sauce is required. She goes, yeah, I'm not eating anything other than that. So then she decided she didn't want turkey. So now we're having rack of lamb.
Oh, wow.
But by the way, just to be clear, just in case anybody missed it, it's just she and I. We're not.
You're having a whole lamb.
No. So rack of lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce.
And that's
for
it.
sure. then apparently there will be green beans, but not the casserole, because I like the green beans and the casserole. She only likes the green beans, not the casserole. I was like, I don't need the casserole. It's fine.
That's
I don't
great.
even care if I never have the casserole.
I'm very interested in how, like, because I talked to a few people about this, and, like, I never realized how exact people are about Thanksgiving specifically. So it reminded me of, like, a Friends thing, because what do they have to have? Like, Phoebe had to have her childhood, whatever, and they all had their demands on what they were going to have. I never really experienced that before, because, like, we have such a smorgasbord that everyone's just like, okay, this is fine. But now that I'm listening to other people, I can't believe what there's arguments over string beans. Like arguments over like the turkey and what kind of turkey and how big it should be, and what else was the big thing that I heard this week? The types of
that's
pies.
not letting go. We're not. Go ahead.
Yeah, the types of pies were a big deal. Like, it was a huge deal. Like, we don't have... Some people don't like mashed potatoes, and they can only have the candy yams. Like, well, why not have both? But we don't fight about it. We just make both. What?
On a regular year, my mother and I wouldn't granularize it to this point. She would just made everything, and I would have made what I wanted. And Eric would have brought what he wanted. Nobody cares.
Right.
And we're more like your family in that regard. But this year, when it's just two of us...
Right.
She calls me up and goes... What do you want for dessert? I can get a 7-layer cake.
Yeah.
Like cookies. I go. She goes, if you take pecan pie, you're gonna have to take the whole thing home with you. And I'm like, no, because Roy will make his. I'll go to his house and have a slice there with coffee.
So you
and
figure it out, yeah.
That's fine. So she says, so what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I'd really like pumpkin pie. My mother goes, done. I love that. I'll buy one. I'm like, yeah, but where are you gonna buy it? Because
Costco. Do you want me to get it? I'll get you a giant one from Costco for $6.
Giant for 2 people? No.
Giant, so you could freeze it and have it whatever the hell you want. It's so good. Anyway.
But let me tell you something. I'll be staying with my mother after her hip surgery. I might need the giant pumpkin pie.
See, you might need the giant pumpkin pie. Just saying. You might be like...
Anybody who's ever had to live with Jean Jemison after a surgery of any kind.
This is on record now. She's saying her
You
mom's
need all the comfort food you can freaking find. My mother knows this about herself. She's already making the food for me and putting it in the freezer because she knows I'm going to need it. She knows herself. Funny. There's baked macaroni and cheese in there already.
Oh my God.
She's working on a soup. There's a roast chicken happening. I heard about.
I heard about it on the radio. Carrie, what were you going to say? We're going to let go of what else? The foods?
I'd let go of that we're not cooking the turkey in the oven.
Oh, what are you doing with it?
We're using the sous vide cooker.
What is a What's
that.
a sous vide cooker?
Oh, that thing is cool, man.
I know, but not for turkey.
I don't know what that is.
I've never seen that done, so I don't know how that would work, but my best friend Jean, she made something for my husband in the hospital with that thing.
Heidi's laughing at you, by the way. Heidi, I don't know what is it, a sous vide? What is that? What is that?
Cooker.
I don't know what that is.
It's like you vacuum seal the meat and then you cook it in water with the sous vide cooker so it gets cooked perfectly throughout.
Ah.
Yeah.
Carrie's got this.
So it'll actually be really moist.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it'll be moist.
Cooked perfectly, but it's still not going to have the finish of an oven.
You're going to be making the crispy skin thing going on.
Yeah. Not that I eat that anyway.
But
Heidi, don't listen to your niece. Okay, this is
not me, my mom.
This is what Carrie looks like, by the way. But hold on. See if I'm like tearing my hair out. Heidi's sticking up for the damn sous vide thing. She's like, it is extremely moist and flavorful.
It will be extremely moist and flavorful.
So this is Carrie.
Have you ever had? They have the sous vide eggs at Starbucks.
Hold on, this is Carrie, and
they're
she's like
little mini quiches with no crust.
This is how she's talking about it. She's like, it's got a surrounding in the water, and it will be extremely moist. And she looks really miserable about it. She's like, but it won't have any of the finishing as a chopping roasted turkey, and her hair is like bopping a little bit, and I just lost a pin. Just stick that anywhere. But she's like really upset about it. I don't know. You listen. Your niece, she has her foods a certain way, Heidi. You're gonna have to understand. I think you should.
It's gonna be delicious.
It's gonna be delicious, but she's not gonna be happy about it until after the fact.
Well, we'll sear it with like the flame thing.
Oh, so you're gonna torch it anyway?
No, you're gonna have to torch the turkey.
We're gonna cook.
This is very complex, Heidi. I don't understand. There's a sous vide thing, then you're gonna finish it off with what, a creme brulee torch?
A blowtorch.
A blowtorch?
It's like if anybody watches Grace and Frankie and they get the blowtorch.
Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna taste like propane?
No, we use it on like filet mignon and really great things.
All right. So what are you so worried about? Because it's different.
She's afraid it'll be too moist.
It's gonna be too moist. She doesn't like the word moist, and it's upsetting her.
No, I find the word moist.
Totally joking. I'm joking, Heidi. She likes the word moist. Okay.
I don't like moist or the word damp. Those two need to go.
Two damp things.
I'm worried that the house won't smell like Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh. So her real worry is about the scent of the house. So I highly recommend, Heidi, that you that you get a turkey candle or roast a small chicken.
I'm blaming you.
I didn't do anything. This is all you. Okay? Do anything.
Well, Heidi's making the mashed potatoes, and I was like, well, does she make it like yours, Mom?
Oh my gosh. She's having anxiety over the food. What if it's different?
If it makes you feel better, my mother turned around and said to me, you know what a good thing is that's coming out of this quarantine Thanksgiving? I said, what? We don't have to go to Heidi's. Not this Heidi, my
another Heidi.
Mother. We don't have to go to her house and have that tragic Heinz gravy on her damn turkey. I was like,
ugh. Terrible. All right, so my favorite.
It's true, she does do that, but I'm like, that's the blessing.
That's the one blessing. That is the one blessing. My mom likes the Heinz stuff. Just like, I don't know, she makes it good somehow. She like changes it around. Anyway, my favorite is actually the candy yams. And now this is really funny. Now I know that I've like reached a point that I've let go of certain things because my mom goes, she's like, I bought everything. You don't have to go food shopping. I said, oh, that's great. And I said, well, what am I making? Am I making the candied yams? You know, because I put everything in it. I've got nuts and I have like layers of.
Do you make the canned yams?
Okay, so that's the deal, is that I don't make the canned yams, but my mom bought the canned yams, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just use the canned yams. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, there was a level of
I
like,
don't care.
you know what? I don't care. Maybe I don't feel like peeling and mashing. Maybe I'll just use these junky canned yams. Like, I don't know. It's a possibility. Look, I don't know. Let's see how far I really let go. What level of crap are we gonna go to this week where I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Everything could be from a can. There could be Spam on the Thanksgiving table, and I won't eat it.
I just don't care about it.
And then Carrie can come over and she can torch it. Look, I finished the Spam for you.
My mother said you have one job. She says you have one job. Bring the wine.
You've got one job. Oh, you reminded me that I bought all the like 5 different types of Rieslings like when I went apple picking and we stopped at Duck Walk. So I could have my own private. I can't finish a bottle. I'll have my own shot glass of Riesling. They'll be like, "Where'd you get that from?" Like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I can't share this. I brought it over in a damn Tupperware."
The lightweight.
You can't have it.
The light.
What'd you say, Renee? I can't hear you.
I can hear you, Renee.
I don't know why. Each dip in ice cubes.
Yes, I'll just dip. I just have to lick the ice cube and I'll feel good. Just dip it in the ice. Yeah. I feel like doing
Renee
that.
has
I might do that
pants on
tonight.
too.
You're lightweight.
What? You lightweight. Oh, you got Christmas pants on. Love it. Oh, look at you. Everyone's so festive. Yeah, you like.
I'm gonna bring a bottle of wine to my mother's house.
You like my hippy dippy shirt?
By myself.
My mom
I like that. I said I like.
My mom has bought me like 3 hippy dippy shirts. She's like, these are perfect. They're lightweight and cozy. You have to wear them. So thanks.
Lightweight and cozy.
Lightweight and cozy. Not to be confused with my leg
That's a
warmers.
hard mix to be. That's a hard blend to be.
It's everybody. All right, video
mother.
girls.
I love your mother.
I'm going to say goodnight, Heidi. And Heidi says, Carrie, I just do what I'm told. Your poor aunt is going to have like a breakdown over Thanksgiving dinner now. She's like, oh no, Carrie's not going to like the mashed potatoes. Carrie, do you require that she uses like sour cream in the mashed potatoes? Is there a certain blend that you like?
Are you off of Facebook?
Oh, I have to say goodnight because she's going to tell me the dish. Bye.